Zidane Danny, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. We're back with another live stream, and of course, we are playing some Final Fantasy 14. And yeah, we are going to be it's reset day, so we're going to be doing reset day stuff. But on top of that, my specific server, Coral, has just finished up. I'm not certain exactly when we did. I don't know exactly when we finished. I assume it was last night because I was on here right before. When it was like less than a bar left to go, basically right here. So yeah, we finished, which I have to say, it looks good. I have not been really doing much with Finea, like, just to show exactly how little I've been doing. I have not finished Culinarian yet. I'm still working on it. I need to finish Culinarian so that I can then finish everyone else. I'm hoping to be able to get every single one of them done. Oh, does that? Oh, you guys aren't hearing that music. Okay. So I was muting sound from OBS. Because I have ZA going in the background. And it's connected through this. So, basically I'm shiny hunting in ZA. I'm doing, an AFK shiny hunt on ZA right now. So, you're gonna hear that. I just realized that the desktop audio wasn't receiving anything. So, yeah. I will keep it relatively low so that things are not too obnoxious. But, yeah, you'll be hearing some of that. Okay. Good. Alright, let's actually get started. So, yeah, like I said, I still have Culinarian left to do. In terms of the stellar success, I still have several, about 11 critical missions that need to be completed. A whole shit ton of doing mech ops as ground support, which I don't understand why it's just ground support. It's fine, but yeah, whatever. And then, rather weirdly, Carpenter needs to get done. So we'll probably be doing Carpenter at some point. When exactly, I don't know. But we're not going to worry about any of that right now. Instead, we're going to switch over to Culinarian. And we are going to talk to Searching Way, because Searching Way has a quest for us. Alright. I'm grateful for your dedication to running to and fro on the initiative's behalf, Halbali. You've gotten an eyeful of terrain in only the metaphorical sense, I hope. Fret not, I've yet to be impaled. When I'm working, I hardly notice the shards piercing my tender flesh. We're gonna do that. That's, good. Very good. Well done. Much appreciated. Perhaps, do see a Kyojin, though. Naming Way. I must say, the sheen of this land borders on blinding. Had I known, I might have asked Driving Way for one of their manifold pairs of sunglasses. Welcome back, Naming Way. From what I've read of the reports on my Exo tablet, you certainly wasted no time crafting nomenclature for Finea. I confess it has been a spectacular challenge to name an entire star from top to bottom and maintain a unifying theme besides. But at last my work is done. Don't go putting your feet up just yet, my friend. This is only our first destination. Yes, of course. Rest assured, I shan't let my dictionaries gather dust. You know, Halabali, I did so enjoy our tour of Science Adorum. Might you join me for another edifying jaunt? Yeah. Doubtless you're keen to hear what Naming Way's cooked up. Hop to it then. I'll be here when you return. Cool. Alright. Talk to Naming Way. Let's begin the tour here at camp and work our way out of the grotto. Okay. So, we got 2 spots over here. Looks like they are basically around this thing. Oh, and sun just went down in Pokemon, so we're gonna fix that. Our scholars theorize that... let me just fix this really quick, because, like I said, sun just went down. Oh, perfect! It actually did what I needed it to do! Okay. Our scholars theorized that long ago, a vein of hot molten glass carved out this cavern before being driven back by geothermic fluctuations. As the main flow receded, it left behind deposits of molten silicates, which hardened into twisted shapes you see before you. For its resemblance to the glass produced by lamp workers, the substance shall henceforth be known as lamp melt marble. We've no shortage of outcroppings here, if you ever wish to take a closer look. Okay. Alright, let's discuss this. That's no ordinary stained glass, but phenoglass, crafted from lustrous materials unique to this star. Not only is it aesthetically pleasing, it can endure shard showers without suffering a single scratch, all while converting light into energy. Incredible, is it not? Fenea's natural resources have proven tremendously valuable for their versatility. Alright. Naming Way, let's talk. We're truly fortunate to find such expansive formations to shelter us from Fenea's harsh climate. Curious, isn't it, that something as delicate as glass could become both a deadly threat and stalwart shield. This place puts me in mind of a gaffer's work, a vessel bespeaking both beauty and strength. That's why I call it the glass-blown grotto, you see. And within the primordial flame around which we gather are to sculpt our own marvels. However fragile that work of man and Lothbrok might be, a glassblower's beacon. But this is far from the only spectacle our Fenea has to offer. Let us venture westward to that most ponderous of streams. Alright. Let's keep on trekking. I do wish that there was a little bit of flight. I understand why they didn't do that, but at the same time, it would be nice if they had. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah. I just realized that I was, like, running really fast. I was riding my mount. I wasn't certain if Naming Way disappeared. But no, it's fine. Okay. Naming Way. You didn't have anything else, though. This translucent blue stream is soda lime float, flowing ever so slowly southward through Millefori. Despite the appetizing name, however, I cannot recommend drinking from it. In terms of chemical composition, the water is itself essentially glass. Wow. Similarly, should you try to consume its fish, you shall find yourself with not but a plate of glass Bricator. These impestors, if you will, are in fact silicate globules animated by the dense aether flowing beneath. Dang. As a matter of fact, we have yet to discover any true animals on this star, only golems and other arcane entities. The inspectors themselves, impestors themselves are difficult to categorize with confidence. Are they spirits, elementals? Their very existence is a reminder of the vastness of nature and the finity of our own understanding. Finity? I think is probably the right word. And those who were merely the easy names. Next I say we heat things up. Southward ho! Bum 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 bum. Okay, yeah, we're going to there. That makes sense. I probably could have used this thing, but it's fine. That's pretty close to this one, so we'll take this. Alright. Alright. Talk to Naming Way again. Behold the Onyx Ridge rising high above the fluorescent expanse, fusing wave vent. The heat of this area is sufficient to melt glass, as the abundance of silicate magma attests, hence the name. Temperatures fluctuate in the crater, and it is perfectly common for liquid magma to emerge from the apparently cooled crust. Do watch where you step. I should hate to see you lose your favorite boots, or your favorite feet, for that matter. Jokes aside, I do hope you're enjoying the tours thus far. Hollow Valley. Our next stop offers the most spectacular scenery of all. Okay. Okay, so down to here. That should be the best option. Another shiny Litleo on the Pokemon side. Big surprise. Shiny Litleo are so freaking common on that freaking in Area 3. It's insane. Oh, and it's not going to even include those guys right now. Well, it might. I might have some shinies up to, on top of the thing because I did start that before. I don't know. It's whatever. Alright. Keep on trekking. Keep on trekking. Alright. Let's take a look. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty. I already made sure that I wasn't doing any duty finder while I was doing this. Yay. The view is magnificent, you must concede, and replete with features ripe for naming besides. Naturally, I have given great thought to the term for each and every site before you. You needn't hesitate to ask. Alright, spiky crystalline. Just as we have yet to discover creatures here that fall within our common definitions, so do Finea's flora seem to to our eyes to exist outside of our understanding of what constitutes plant life. The detempered oak is one such species. Its explosive spikes do convert sunlight into energy, albeit through a process we have not yet begun to fathom. Interesting. We know still less about how said spikes form. Is there some significance as to what they're being, both branch and leaf? We must assume that there is some connection to the tree's uniquely harrowing environment. Okay, let's look at the flowery shrub. Ah, I see you are appreciating the flowers of Mirhain. It is not, is it not lovely how the delicate petals almost resemble lace? I didn't even notice that. At a glance, one would surely think them handcrafted, but I assure you, each bloom has pollen and seeds, and the seeds like any other species. Interesting. How then do they reproduce without the assistance of animals? We can only assume the poor deers are entirely dependent upon strong gusts of wind. Rather resembles a fungus from Wedding Way's bower, doesn't it? But it is, in fact, a tree after a fashion. It would perhaps be a cousin to the acacia, were it not made of a glass plate atop a glass cane. Thus have I termed it the display arcancea? Our naturalists believe this unique shape may have evolved as a means to protect its soft, malleable bark from shard showers, but research is still ongoing. Interesting. Isn't it breathtaking how the staircase of color descends from here? It is precisely that rainbow from which the iridized rise derives its title. Our scholars estimate that this region was once home to a string of small ponds, each filled with liquid glass. As temperatures fell, they gradually solidified. Incidentally, the different colors would seem to indicate variations in the sediment besides individual ponds. Ah, bliss! We Loprits do love our rainbows. Okay. Has the faceted grass caught your eye? On Aetheris, it is unheard of for naturally occurring crystals to take identical shapes, but these plants defy conventional wisdom. Our Charlian scholars posit that it is an effect of the star's unique ethereal properties. The topic has sparked a lively debate within the fields of botany and aetherology. Have you taken... Yeah. And I am delighted that it has. While your keen eye has lit upon all of my newly designated little darlings. One sec. We're gonna check this in a sec. Okay. You know, Hullabally, I expect the Sea of Stars to have no shortage of novelties, but I never dreamed our first destination would be so very unlike Aetheris. Here on Phinea, something so mundane as glass has the power to surprise us, each new discovery more intriguing than the last. My mind fills with questions. Whence came from the strange shapes? The colors, the sounds. Why these and none other? Glimpses of a design so grand I will never see the whole of it, even with a lifespan as lengthy as mine own. But someday, somehow, someone will know the shape of it. They'll follow in our footsteps, cradling the fragile things we have left behind. the more time I spend on Finea, the more I feel that this is the path Heidelin wished for her children to walk. In the end, and I may take but one small in the end, you and I may take but one small step, but the journey doesn't belong to us alone. But perhaps we should chart a course back to Searching Way before aught else. We have kept him waiting long enough. Okay. Alright. Searching... Alright, so let's just Stellar Return, and then we will deal with this. Alright. Welcome back, you two. Did you have a long and riveting discussion about Finea's geography? Oh, it was positively... I have no idea how to pronounce that. Together, we ruminated on the many glass-based discoveries the team has made thus far. Glad to hear it. Yet I dare say the tour isn't complete without a visit to our crowning achievement. Our crowning achievement? Does that mean... Indeed it does. Presenting the Finea Stelloscope. What? The what? Is that like a thing that we can observe stuff from, or what? It's even grander than the observatorium on in Kurthus. Using the stelloscope, we've already sighted several more stars possessed of ether in abundance. Stars I can show you right now. Oh my gosh, we're using the phones. Let me just press a few buttons here. Wow, that's actually a lot. I don't know which ones are full of ether, but... Stunning, nay, stupendous! Each glimmer you see here contains a myriad of possibilities, and we're going to explore them to the last. Finea is breathtaking enough. I can scarcely imagine what else is out there waiting for us. We won't know without further analysis, but if there's a celestial current strong enough, we may yet find new life, new civilizations. Granted, I've heard the stories of Medion's journey and the many stars she watched fall to despair. Oh, the cutscene removes the people. It's just putting all the Loprits. Yes, I myself have learned of it not long after we were first brought into the initiative. A most lamentable tale. You were there at the edge of existence, were you not, Halbeli? Pray tell, what precisely did you see? Memories of the long dead, ruin and despair. A series of bizarre life forms, patronizing a cafe. Also soup! Oh yes, Jammingway told me of the last dregs and its unusual patrons. And, Elysian, where past and potential take form. Well, regardless of what others have seen, I still wish to make the journey to grieve what was lost and find my own meaning in it. Okay, so it sounds like we will be ending there once we finish up here. Okay. And do we not owe our fellow life forms to hold on to hope to the last? What if they are there? Suffice it to say, our research teams are already debating on the merits of correspondence versus non-interference. Searching for sparks of hope amid the darkness of despair. How poetic! You bet it is. So we're going to use the stelloscope to comb every ilm of the horizon in search of our next galactic foothold. The ideal candidate will be cocooned in celestial currents and hospitable to more than just plantish things. With luck, that's where we'll find what we're searching for. I'll be in touch once we've settled on the coordinates. Until then, there's work to be done. Nice. So, that's kind of making me wonder if you have to go to each moon individually, and what exactly defines it. Probably you have to have completed at least one of the tools, is my guess. As you have completed 50 stellar missions off Finea, you are eligible to undertake an additional quest. Oh! Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick sec to take care of the shinies that are in ZA. You're not... okay, Fletchling's not shiny. That's fine. Alright. Where is the Litleo? Are you... you're still frickin' just a female. Okay. I have way too many female Litleos. It's insane. Okay, all 3 Skiddos are shiny. Oh, did that one not catch? Did one of them not catch? I don't think any of them didn't catch. Okay. You're shiny. Flabebe. That's just a regular. One of those is shiny. Oh. Male shiny Esper. Nice. You're not shiny, right? No. Flabebe's not shiny. Flabebe is never shiny. Just kidding. Flabebe is almost always shiny. Alright, let's see. That's just... oh, let's see if any Pikachus are shiny. Nope, none of the Pikachus are shiny. Unfortunately, Pikachu most commonly spawns outside the range, so that's part of the reason why you don't see it. If you are going... real quick, if any of you are planning on shiny hunting at Wild Area 3, expect to not find any shiny Pikachus, because those are the least common. Alright, I'm good. Go ahead. Take care of that. Alright, cool. Let's just put that in sleep mode now so we can actually take care of more stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and take care of these side quests. Part of me wonders if maybe one of them will be a, like the... I don't know. I feel like they have to be... Vacuum suit specialist? What do you want? Well, if it isn't Holabali and me, the rumors don't do you justice. Say, I don't suppose you have a moment, do you? We're planning to conduct a high-altitude test flight. Though it's seldom necessary during standard operations, vacuum suits are equipped for it. Until recently, manned flights were prohibited. Safety precaution due to the different magnetism levels between Finea and Siasadorum. Now that we have significantly fewer project drones whizzing about, however, it should be possible to establish a safe flight path through areas with low magnetic interference without risk of collision. The trouble is, we're still required to fly in pairs in case of emergency. I should love to have someone of your skill in the air with me. Oh, is this going to allow people to actually fly? Because one thing that I know people really want is to be able to fly here. Fantastic. Let me know when you're to strap in. Okay. Okay. Let's do the flight path. Let's see what happens. Exercise caution near the grotto entrance, as personnel and supplies concentrated there. Any other malfunctions would be disastrous. I'll just read down here. Okay. Before you panic, however, know that these suits underwent a rigorous inspection for that very reason. Let us continue on. These things up here are just way too chaotic. they go too fast. Thank goodness that they do this down in the corner, which obviously you guys can't see. We should be well outside the drone's flight paths here, but nevertheless, let's check our visuals. Sufficient distance confirmed. Onward then. Oh, there's one. There's another one. Next, let's see what happens when we cut across the river to the volcano. We'll need to listen carefully for any sign of an engine trouble, but in the meantime, we can enjoy the scenery. Okay. It is making me wonder if this is like a thing that will allow flight here. I would not fly over lava if you're not certain if this is going to be safe. I really wouldn't. Around here we can expect turbulence at high altitudes. Hot volcanic air tends to rise sharply. Yeah. That's why I would say, be careful. Graded vacuum suits are designed to handle it. To a degree, I would be more concerned during heavy glass storm. Okay. Excellent. Now that the flight path has passed inspection, let's test the automatic recall system. Okay. I do actually have this suit now. I just haven't like done anything with the outfit. So yeah, here we are, safe and sound. That concludes the test flight. Do you have any thoughts or questions about the process? Any possibility of solo flights? I cannot deny that there are many restrictions in place for the sake of safety, but it was a test flight, you understand. Our priority is to find a solution in the event that lower altitudes become unsafe. Over time, we'll conduct more tests to facilitate independent observations. I appreciate your input, however, and will bear it in mind for the future. After you have a moment, you've had a moment to settle your stomach, speak to me to collect your compensation. Oh, okay. That's it? Okay. Let me pull out your payment with apologies for the brief delay. The Gilsack has met with some misfortune upon being opened in front of recently disembarked pilots in the past, you see. As for the suits, they are exploring their data from the flight as we speak. We'll pair that with your feedback to improve future operations. The route seems quite safe. It will be require further testing before we can offer it to the entire initiative. We're bound to get some use out of it in the meantime, though. So, does that mean... Oh, okay. So, I was, like, thinking that maybe that would be, like, some flight thing. I wonder why they did that. Maybe they're gonna do something, we will deal with you last, because I swear, you have to be the frickin' thing that's leading to the... custom deliveries. Guardian Glassworker, hello. Oh, an adventurer, a proper adventurer, that is. Out here, we're all adventurers of sort, are we not? I mean, yeah. In smooth, in sooth, however, I am a glass worker of Ishgard. 'Twas for that expertise that I was invited to take part in the initiative, and have been quite content to oversee the glasswork at Glassblower's Beacon. Yet, as my time here draws to a close, I find myself regretting having failed to venture further afield. I am certain its vistas would inspire me for years to come. For that reason, I should like to take a brief stroll and perhaps collect a few samples that might be incorporated into my future work, provided you are willing to escort me through the harrowing environs, of course. Oh, okay, so I basically need to... It's a escort quest, got it. Then I am in your debt. Once you have made your expert preparations for the trials ahead, let us meet in the southwest, within a safe distance of the grotto, of course. Okay. So yeah, the whole thing with the exosuits is kind of making me think that they are thinking about doing, allowing flight eventually. Okay. Breathtaking. Oh, forgive me, I was captivated by the scenery. I had to venture further, I had thought to venture further, but perhaps the inspiration I seek can be gathered right here on our doorstep. As an associate of the initiative, you must be capable artisan in your own right. Why not share this artistic exercise with me? Bring me whatever fetching fragments speak to your aesthetic sense. I shall limit my search to these surrounds, lest I inadvertently endanger myself. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's not even an escort mission. It's just like, hey, gather some things, and then you're done. Okay. You're alive. Did you spy any work of art? Here you go. You have an artisan's eye indeed. 'Twould be an honor to work with any one of these. You may count me thoroughly dazzled by the sights and samples both. But what of you? You spent far more time wandering the star than I. Have you found your time? How have you found your time on Fenea? I've encountered the wonders that I never could have imagined. 'Tis exploration itself I enjoy, for that Fenea is beautiful indeed. And I've seen worse. Spoken like an adventurer true. I confess that as beautiful as I find the sea of stars, it frightens me in equal measure. How much there is to see, and how limited my own view of it. The moment I stepped outside the grotto, I was nigh overcome. I am glad to have glimpsed this star through your eyes, if only for a short while. Come, let us return to the beacon. Alright, and I'm assuming, yep, just return. Yeah. Alright, we'll talk to him, and then we will go ahead and take care of the Mumiko quest, which, that is probably a series, as per usual, as it was in the previous one. Like, not long, just like a little bit longer. You have my deepest gratitude, adventurer. I shall never forget the beauty of this day. And to think that I may have turned down the initiative's invitation were it not for my present struggle at the atelier. Not long ago, you see, Lord Emmerich himself commissioned a work of stained glass to celebrate the newfound harmony between man and dragon. From the first, I floundered. Long did I know the dragons, only as terrifying beasts. To see beauty, let alone kinship, in the visage of those creatures was beyond my every imagination. Now, however, I begin to understand that even the most fearsome worm is but a single soul like you or I, facing the endless expanse with fear and with wonder. I envision a dragon soaring between stars, graceful and strong, following a glimmer of light across an unimaginable distance. A fitting use for this glass, I should think. Makes me wonder what he's gonna, if he's gonna be somewhere. And you'll be able to see that now, or I don't know. We'll see. Mumiko! Good day to you, Halabali. Given that your duties on this star have all but concluded, I expect you have some time on your hands, correct? Sure. We'll say correct. You always know just what to say. To business, then. Say hello to Phasingway, fellow project manager for the initiative. Grateful for the stellar missions you've handled, Halabali. Your hard work keeps the cogs turning. And me and Mumiko here, keep them from rolling off to mother knows where. Her Lullafellan eyes are indispensable in spotting trouble the average Loppret might overlook. The reverse is equally true, I might add. Thus did we develop a multicultural management style during the Ragnarok's construction to prevent oversights in our, oversight of the project. Naturally, now that the core development on Finea is complete, we've been collecting feedback for a post-mortem review, which is how we caught wind that a few screws have come loose. Namely Project Leader Commanding Way and Magitech Specialist Justa. They were initially keen to take on the task of expanding the functionality of the initiative's machinery, almost too keen, and now we have word that they are sneaking about and whispering in tones of nigh delirious excitement. What's more, they refuse to divulge any details, their new designs to management, afraid of getting in trouble, we suspect. And so we turn to you, Halabali. You are someone they've worked alongside and trust, a potential collaborator in their eyes. Will you go in our place and find out what they're plotting? I guess I could. Thank you. We shall observe discreetly while you interrogate or inquire. Oh my gosh. Bum. So how much trouble are these two getting into now? Hey, Justa. Hey, Commanding Way. I have a feeling it might not be Mumiko. It might be Justa. Another member of our merry crew. Always glad to have ye on deck, Halabali. Number 1 and I were just charting a bold course to reinvent the fleet's machinery. I may have gotten a touch carried away. Commanding Way is a true visionary. They make the impossible seem possible. You're too kind, Number 1. Now, about those mech designs. If ye ask me, we're still leaving too much on the table. What about the ethereal sabers? So we can duel Mariah. Your parents all flashy like, what the frick? and a mechanism for transforming, or better yet, a fusion of 5 units combined. Oh my gosh, they're doing freaking Transformers and freaking. Oh my gosh, they're referencing everything, every freaking thing. That is insane. Or for 5 times the obliteration. Oh my gosh, they're doing Voltron. They're doing freaking Star Trek, Star Wars, Transformers. It's insane. Aye, that's the stuff. Massive mech arms with drills attached, pulverizing front and above and below. Had I the components from a standard Magitech excavator, I could begin fitting them immediately. Well, what are you waiting for, Halbali? Hold it right there, you two. You were expressly instructed not to lose sight of the initial initiative's needs. What's all this about sabers and drill arms? Oh, come on, Mumiko. I like that idea. Management. There's nothing more dangerous than Lawford's lack of restraint paired with an engineer's ambitions. We should never have taken our eyes off them. Tell me, did you toss common sense to the wind the instant we gave you this assignment? It's all rather tame at first, I assure you. The extension mechanism for the cranes features to assist in scaffolding installation. Sensible enough. Do you have any suggestion in that vein, Halbali? I fear what will happen if we don't set these two to a productive task immediately. A means to scale cliffs and descend into canyons. A means to transport large quantities of fragile resources. I'm gonna say that. Very good. Should the two of you submit plans to address that need, we will allow you to continue work on the machinery. We value your passion, but see that you do not lose sight of our common goal again. We have a budget to maintain. Aw, but I don't want to maintain the budget. As for you, Commanding Way, pray accompany me to the station. We will need to discuss your conduct. Aw, scallywags. But I like their ideas. I like your ideas. Please keep working on them. I confess, I let my good sense slip away from me. I simply feel so empowered here, as though I could build anything my heart desires. But for now, I should finish my maintenance tasks. Could you go and check on poor Commanding Way for me? I worry Mumiko's lecture may run over long. I really hope that one of them is gonna be the frickin' yeah. I assume that they probably don't. The reason they probably haven't revealed any the specific custom delivery that they're working on is because they don't want to reveal, they don't want to spoil things for people. Commanding Way, you understand why we brought you here, correct? Well, I may have gotten a wee bit carried away. My duty was once to man the helm as my charges forged ahead into the unknown. If the Exodus had gone to plan, I would have led a group to build a new home on whatever star offered us refuge. Hydaelyn even gave me this extra large body so I'd be easy to see. See? But no matter how big I am, it's not the sort of duty I can fulfill all by my lonesome. That's why being a leader in the initiative has meant so much to me. I still believe that a commander's role is to stand tall and inspire their crew. But I should have considered what exactly I was inspiring them to accomplish. It's seeing the initiative succeed that would make them happiest, after all. Promise you'll remember that, and please do set a better example for your team in the future. Aye, aye. You've steered me back on the proper course. Glory to the initiative. What the heck? Ay, ay, ay. Oh, what a headache. I like their ideas. Barely finished on Fidea, and everyone's already tripping over themselves in anticipation of the next star. Indeed, and despite Hullabally's efforts, we haven't seen the last of the trouble. In fact, I expect it will be any moment now. What didn't I tell you? As we speak, a very important guest is traveling here from Aetheris by the way of Sinus Adorum. The details are confidential, but suffice it to say, I'll be in touch. There it is. There's our information. Okay. Hi, Latios. Oh, second quest. Oh, hello, Bully. Do you have some time? I do. I knew you would. Okay. You will recall I spoke of a special guest. Now that our first outpost on another star is complete, the Forum has sent a representative to conduct an inspection. In light of your Oh yeah, you were. It was the dancer thing, right? I didn't actually watch it. I didn't have the time, but I'll probably check that out later. In light of your established rapport with the August Institution, I have elected to bring you along as intermediary. You're welcome. Now then, we're expected at the Cosmoport. Come along. Okay, so I'm just stuck at work. Ah, yeah, work is painful. All right, so this must be one of our future custom deliveries, I think. You look somewhat familiar. Am I? Am I right in thinking that? No, you're not familiar. I don't recognize you. Welcome to Finea, Counselor. Oh! Is this? This wouldn't be Y'shtola's mom, would it? Not at all. Or maybe a sibling? Unto this very moment. Yeah, I don't think mom, but maybe a sibling. Not at all. It has been quite a betrayal of my expectations unto this very moment. I imagine the Forum's obligation here is plain, given that your initiative would not exist were it not for the Ragnarok. If Aetheris' first interstellar expedition, Ultima Thule, notwithstanding, is to rely on Sharlayan technology, it is the Forum's duty to safeguard against its misuse. Certainly, and we will do our utmost to make your visit a fruitful one. Make no mistake, I have certain misgivings about this project. Unwilling to see the fruit of its labors go to waste, Sharlayan has invested a great deal in the initiative. To date, technology but also coin and personnel. The majority of your researchers hail from our nation, do they not? Yet following the final days, our actions are under greater scrutiny than ever before. Should it be suggested that our ambitions include extrastellar colonization, conflict is certain to follow. Our continued involvement is dependent on your results. Outweighing that risk, I intend to make an honest accounting. Such a tremendous burden would surely be lightened in the assistance of the expert before you. I have heard tell of her myriad accomplishments, and her familiarity with all parties may indeed be a boon. You are at liberty to avail me of your insights as you see fit, Halbalimi. Then I leave the counselor in your care. I suggest you begin introducing her to all we have built here at Glassblower's Beacon. Are you related? Seriously, I think she might be related to Y'shtola. Exactly how, I'm not sure. But it would be interesting if that is actually the case. Like, she's probably part of the same tribe. At least. But, yeah. Because obviously she's a Y. But, yeah. I shall follow your lead. Do be thorough. Okay. What is this? Let's check out this spot first. Discuss the camp center. Research the mission and supply counters located in a well-trafficked nexus. Excellent. The initiative certainly has the appearance of a functioning cooperative, though naturally the details bear further investigation and further evaluations. Okay, there's nothing else here. Okay. I'm assuming that it's probably just going to all be in this one area. Key facilities at the center, encircled by residential and other less vital structures. Whilst the hangar position has been suitably adapted to Fenea's geography, the layout bears a close resemblance to that of our original designs for a post-Exodus colony. Indeed, scale notwithstanding, 'tis a very picture of the shelter we once envisioned for refugees of the final days, with comforts echoing those found in cities of Atheris. Clearly, the initiative recognizes how swiftly those without extensive field training can become unmoored without familiar amenities to provide a sense of psychological safety. And judging by your chosen facilities, suitability to meet initiative participants' needs, I dare say your funding has been allocated with acumen. I am satisfied with what I see here, but what of the rest? Okay. Okay, another new spot. Okay. Adabe. Yeah, Adabe? I don't know how to pronounce her name. I really don't. Am I to understand that this single facility powers the entire camp? 'Tis rather more compact than Labyrinthos' solution. Though 'tis not suitable as a direct replacement for our existing infrastructure on Atheris, it makes plain the merits of experimenting with technologies that one day might become so. Okay. Let's take the teleporter. Well, not teleporter. The thingy. It'd be nice if, like, when people are following you on these things, they, I don't know, maybe they would be they would actually follow you on those. A star as beautiful as the ground as 'twas from above, if not more so. Though I must say, it feels passing strange to descend upon a foreign world and see one's own countrymen milling about. 'Tis the first I've seen of many of the technologies at work here. Loprit innovations, I suppose. Yet each sharped by Charlian theoretics, if I'm not mistaken. Despite knowing 'twas planned for the Exodus, to see it take form on another star is surreal. I believe I've seen enough. The initiative's reports provide sufficient background regarding the star's topography itself. Instead, I would ask you share your informed opinion on the project in detail. Assuming you have the time to spare, of course. Oh. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be very good. I'm obliged to mention that your answers will be included in my report verbatim, but pray do not let that concern you. How would you evaluate the cooperation between Charlians and Loprits? They complement each other's strengths. Indeed, it seems the Loprits rely on my countrymen to inject an amount of reason to the proceedings, while driving the project ever forward with their unusual notions. 'Tis arguably a well-balanced partnership, as demonstrated by Mumuko and Phasingway. Their management system has prevented major problems from arising thus far. Next question, then. The initiative has recruited collaborators not just from Charlian, but nations across Aetheris. How would you describe their work? Each utilize unique skill set in the pursuit of a unified purpose. Their efforts are no different from those of their Charlian peers. I'm going to say the first. Well, yeah. I'm going to say that. I think that makes the most sense. I should be glad to include that in my report. The project surely benefits from the breadth of knowledge you describe. And in turn, the insight gained from by initiative luminaries will be distributed across Aetheris upon their return, to the benefit of all generations to come. My next question pertains to technology developments. I noticed machinery originally designed for Sidus Adorum has now been repurposed for Phenea. Would you say that this is sufficient for the star's needs? Sufficient, yes, but we're always looking to make improvements. I admit it has no few limitations. I think sufficient, yes, but we all are always looking for to make more improvements. I hate that every single one of my answers has been the first one, but they make the most sense. Operating as designed, then, even in heretofore unknown environs, which I imagine is reassuring to its designers here, as well as myself. It also speaks to the robust testing process before each phase of exploration. See that it continues. See that continues. And greater technological advancements are certain to follow. Now for my follow-up question for you. In your opinion, what is the purpose of the initiative as a whole? To learn of the stars and seek hope. I feel like to learn of the stars and to seek hope makes more sense. To ensure the Ragnarok's data won't go to waste just feels like it's not really the end-all be-all. So yeah, I'm gonna say that. Tis to be a journey in pursuit of searching ways lofty ideals, then. A trifle saccharine for my report, I fear. Yet I understand why this undertaking attracts those of similar mind. Mayhap even I could be converted. Ahem. This concludes my inquiry. Like, I'm seeing her gloves, and I'm kind of wanting them. That one so experienced with trials and tribulations of the initiative has such an optimistic view bodes well. In any case, I believe I have sufficient understanding of the initiative's accomplishments to deem it a worthy use of funding. Your cooperation will see me home to Charlian, and fortuitous tidings, and for that I thank you. I spoke earlier of my misgivings, whether Charlian's wisdom would be traded for naught but needless conflict. Now, however, I appreciate the true value of this undertaking. Gazing upon your telescope, I saw the promise that slumbers within the distant worlds, and I felt again the same thrill as when I first set foot on this magnificent star. 'Tis an experience better lived than spoken of. As you well know, nevertheless, I shall do my level best to convey its worth to those with similar concerns. Hallelujah me, I am glad to have spoken with you personally. At last, I confess, my sister's stories have long piqued my curiosity. Knew it! Has Stola made no mention of me? Though our mothers differ, she and I are 2 of 12 daughters sired by our late father, Rule. Naturally, I am the eldest. Okay. She seemed kind of young. She seems younger than Y'shtola. However, I think that's probably because she aged in the reason. She was in the other area for a lot longer, so that's why. Not anymore! She could have told me you were... She had a sister in the form all along? We have never been especially close, though I worry for her as any sister would. Thus, I admit was my journey here made not purely out of obligation to the Forum. I also wish to take your measure, and so I have. I trust you will continue to offer your aid to the initiative, and dear Shola as well, whensoever your paths cross. Now then, I must return to Aetheris and the endless tedium of petty political maneuvers. But first, I must inform Mimiko that I have no further business here. Technically, I don't think she's the oldest anymore, because I think Y'shtola is technically the oldest now. Not because of, like, anything specific, but because, like, if we were basing it on the, this star itself, in this reflection itself, I think that, yes, she would be older. But because, Y'shtola was on, she was in, frickin', whatchamadoodle for so long, she might be older now. Or she might, yeah. Welcome back. So, how did it go? Be at ease, Mimiko. Your expert was a source of much constructive conversation as we toured the premises, and I concluded my inspection well satisfied. Oh, I am pleased to hear that, Counselor. As you should be, for it speaks volumes about the success of this initiative. To date, I shall look forward to your regular reports on any further progress. Given your capabilities, I trust I have nothing to fear in continuing to entrust you with maintenance of the budget. But of course, on behalf of the initiative, allow me to offer my sincerest thanks for making time in your busy schedule to visit us today. Nice. Thank the gods that's over. Even as the forum members go, Counselor Yadabe is notoriously difficult to sway. I dread the worst. I dreaded the worst, but it appears she was correct in my choice of intermediary. Now, with the Forum's blessing, we stride ever further into the great unknown. You have time, don't you? Alright, and there we go. I will probably, at some point, basically, probably off stream, I'm gonna continue to look around here and get as much done as possible. So wait, that was from this? I don't know. I would like to see, once I've finished every single one of these, if there's any more quests. I finished everything on Sinus Adorum before the update happened, I think. So, yeah. And I've been to Finea since, or to the moon since, so, yeah. I wish that you could stand on this, or if not, it should always have the stars there. Like, once you've done, you've seen the stars for the first time, I think it should show the stars every time. Alright. So before we do too much more, I'm gonna go to the moon. Let me see here. Alright. Close that. I'm gonna be checking something really quick. Because something just dropped from Minecraft. Looks like the new thing for yeah, looks like the new thing for that they've revealed is that netherite horse armor is becoming a thing. I'm gonna just mute this really quick just
Are you a Minecraft player who wears
yeah, looks like it's just no, yeah, looks like it's just netherite horse armor. It could be that there's gonna be more than that, but yeah, looks like that's all that they're revealing. There might be more to it, more to the snapshot that they're gonna do, but looks like that's everything right now. I just wanted to double check that before we continued. It's just a short, so it's probably not that big of a deal anyways. Let me go ahead and take care of this really quick, and then we will go ahead. In fact, actually, before we do that, let's switch to you. Because, let's see, we need creator, 5th to 8th, and M3 or M4, so that should be fine. Yeah. Alright, let those go. Let's go ahead and finish this really quick. Okay. Cool. That takes care of that. Let's go ahead then and take care of these bastards. Can that guy spawn in the caves? I don't know if he can. I'm always cautious with when it comes to these guys because to anything on this one, because I'm not certain what can spawn in caves and what can't. I think most of them can spawn in the caves, which really sucks. This is Fist of the Father, so it's not one that I need. That's fine. We'll go through each, after we've done this one, we'll probably do the daily. We'll probably, yeah. We'll probably do Alliance next. Ba ba da ba dum bum 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 ba da bum ba ba. Alright. We're almost there to the point where we start using multi-plat extra bits. Alright. Okay. And bop. There we go. Nice. No issues. How nice. Oh, we got a command. How nice. Let's go ahead and see here. So that didn't do anything, right? Yeah. Let's go ahead and next we will do an alliance. We're gonna switch classes though. I want to do. I kind of want to try and do like more stuff on the other classes, rather than sticking to the ones that I usually go with. So, yeah. Yeah. What am I doing? Right. We are going to the frickin' Outer Lenosha. Just try and find this bastard. Bum 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 bum. Okay. You know what, we'll start on this side, and then we'll end in the caves, because I really don't want to go into the caves. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Northwest. Is that it? That's it. Thank you. Holy shit. Thank you for being easy. Alright. Next is you, and I believe Altessi is in the frickin' south, I think. Oh no, he's on the... Okay. He's on the left. Okay. We're on the west side. Okay, so first spot is just north of this thing, so right there. Nope. No luck with the easy spot. Looks like he's... nope, not in that spot. Thank you. A little bit north of the dip. Nope. Close to there. Nope. Okay. You know, for the trickier spots. Okay. Okay, he's definitely not there. There should be a... Okay, so that's one of them here-ish. I think that's right. Okay, a little bit to the south of there. Which I do not see anything saying that he's here. Okay. Next is north of that little thing. Which he does not seem to be. Okay. And I'm thinking he's probably... Oh! I just saw the spot. Hopefully it will give me that again then, once... Unfortunately, when it comes down to these when it comes to this type of dealy bob, oftentimes they're gone before you get back. And they're in a different location when you get back. But yeah, I am so ready to see like how things are gonna go with being able to glam everything. Alright. Is this one of the ones I need? No, it is not. Of all the times for it to not be Ivalice. I am in shock. It has been Ivalice practically every time until now. Practically every single one of my first ones have been in Ivalice, and it's just like, yeah, no, you don't get Ivalice. The one time you need Ivalice, you don't get Ivalice. Alright, where are we going? Hey, you know what? I'll jump down there. I'll help him out with this. Always be casting, or in this case, attacking. Alright, out, and go this way. This should be the one that gives us the pit, which we want to... Should be pit in a sec here. Or are we going to be able to skip the pit? We might be able to skip the pit. Yeah, I think we're skipping the pit. Yep, skip the pit. Nice. That's not the same outfit, right? No, that's different. What is this one from? It's an 80 thing. Oh, it's from Eden. Okay. I had never seen that. Granted, I really didn't do much when it came to Shadowbringers post game, because I don't even think I finished Eden until I think the only thing that I might have finished before is like not even. I think I did one of the Alliance raids for Shadowbringers when it was actually happening, and then everything else I did them all later. And I was a little bit behind when it came to Endwalker, I think, but not like super behind. Like I got them reasonably timing wise. I don't remember. It's been a bit. What was this again? Felden. Oh, that's for that thing, right? Whatever you got. Yeah. That's for the raid. Or not for the raid, for the trial. We don't want to be undead until the big guys are down. Can we separate these guys a bit? I don't know. It's not these ones, right? No, it's the much bigger guys. I'm kind of surprised how many people are wearing white outfits right now. It's kind of shocking. Everyone together. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh no, somebody got turned into a frog. Void call. Okay. We are A, so we deal with this guy. Can we separate these guys, please? A little bit? Just like a little bit. Doesn't have to be a lot. Okay, good. All of the others are taken care of. Okay. So then we should get that, and then Megadeth should happen in a sec here. One of these, not more. One. Oh, people are gonna die. Be in one, be in one, be in one. Do not be in more than that. Alright, who dies? Oh, our party survives. Completely. Nice. Alright, another Megadeth. So we want to be near the freaking orb. Hellwind. There we go. Perfect. How many more bosses? 2 more? Right? It's just the 2 more, right? There should be trash and then and then the last 2 bosses, right? Or wait, no. Oh, it's this one. That's right. Okay, so we go left. I'm close enough that I can that I can use harp, so that's good. Until the thing activates. Okay. I'll wait here until it's time for this to activate. Maybe we can get closer. We can at least do that. I'll be the one to activate it. Okay. Good. Activate the thing. Get into there. Nice. Alright, there we go. Good. There we go. Nice and simple. Alright, now for the bosses. Ozma, and then... Which one is after Ozma? I don't remember what's after Ozma. It's not Diablos, obviously. Someone else do the next one, please. Okay, black hole, black hole. Get one of that. This is off. Okay. Okay. How have I never noticed that this is a, this is kind of tilted downward? Oh, triangle to the sides. Wait, is it me? No, it's not me. Get them away, get them away, get them away, please! Not on top of me! You jackass! Under no circumstances can we dash in this frickin' fight. It's gonna be a triangle again. There we go. Nice. I literally had just said I cannot dash whatsoever in this fight, and then I ended up accidentally clicking the button. Alright, let's see. How many cutsceners do we got? Probably at least one. Two, probably three? Maybe just one. Because, the auto thing only But I think it might be it should still three, but I don't think it is. Or maybe it's just one. Oh no. Yeah, they launched it, so I don't know. Maybe it was just. I hope they didn't skip the cutscene thinking that people don't allow it. I don't. Oh, I'm an idiot. That was way too close for that for this thing, though. Dag nabbit. Why do people not kill it? Where is it? There it is. Do it. It's outside, right? Yeah. No! Fuck! Ow. I said yield. Okay. We don't need any of that. I'm just gonna go. Nice. Alright. Oh my gosh, he's actually still here. Holy crap. I was not expecting you to still be there. Bye-bye! Alright. And then you are in the fringes. I think you're on the right side. What are you? You are Shadow Dweller Yumi. Or Yumi. Whatever. Images. Yes. Okay. I was right. Just on the right side. Not on the left. Mostly to the south. That didn't... Okay, good. I was reading this thing and yeah. Okay. Let's do an expert as a Dragoon. I have not done expert as a Dragoon in a while, I don't think. I don't even know if I've ever done it as a Dragoon now that I'm thinking about it. So yeah, it would have been here if it was here. Let's check next to the bridge. Get for sure one of these done, and then we'll... probably we'll do a frontline after that. Okay, not here. On the other side of the rock. How about that? It's going to be in the last location, for sure. Again. Oh, no. Northeast. That's on this side, right? What? 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 There you are. Cool. So yeah. That takes care of that one. Let's go ahead and head to Morbid Dry Docks. Out of curiosity, has anyone released? What? Sorry, they just did something weird. Someone just did. They added. Huh. I don't know. We'll see what that is. What that's about later, probably. I'll check it out. Does not need to happen on stream. Okay. Yes, you did finish. Okay. Out of curiosity, we did get this. Wait, that didn't finish? Color me surprised. Okay. Usually that finishes just from that. I'm gonna go ahead and take... Oh, and there's that. Okay. There we go. Oh, new outfit, duh. Okay.
Ah, you've come. I'll begin by wearing you down.
Oh, frick. Fucked it up.
I've created new endless for you. Not all at once, but they will follow orders. Kill and survive and so forth. Here, I shall prepare the stage for battle. Memories of a physician. One who saves lives should be reluctant to die.
Dang it, I did it again. I'm so not used to doing this. Ah, frick. Ah, I keep doing that. Okay. There we go. Okay.
Next, we visit a prison of sinister repute. I need not compel them to fight. These are loyal executioners. They shall deal appropriately with criminals. Your sentence is death. How long can you defy it? Criminals may run, but they cannot escape.
Ah, frick. Fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Ah! Why can't I hit this stupid thing? There we go. I have not played Dragoon in so freaking long. It's insane. Okay. Ugh. I'm regretting doing an expert with Dragoon when I haven't played in so long. I am quickly realizing that my bar setup for Dragoon is designed more for the more for clicking rather than it ever was designed for like some of my later bars are pretty well designed for using my buttons, but
Memories from age rife with death. The desperation will serve well. The enemy is at
Yeah.
the gate. To arms, good soldiers, protect your kingdom.
yeah, like I said, some of my old bars are pretty much only designed for me to be clicking things. So, and it's like really noticeable on certain classes, like Dragoon, because of the fact that it was my main for so long. There we go. All right, final boss.
An amalgam of memories. Let us see how it fares. It is the mist of the storm surge. Countless lives are lost in senseless conflict. War swells in scope and intensity. The bombs rain down without pause or mercy.
I think I'm gonna swap some things around for this because I regularly mess this up with
Dimmed
my clicking or with my buttons.
Death is everywhere, pillaging the promise of the future.
Nice. There we go. Okay. There we go. Nice. So that took care of that. Alright. So that is that one done. Let's go ahead and switch to you, and we will queue for a front line. Get the front line done. What is the other thing that we need? Apples. Okay, that's easy enough. I don't even really care about the apples, like, at all. I think we'd get like a shit ton from just doing the... Let's see here. Yeah, so we're at 12, 11... 10, 9, and 8. There's gotta be an apple tree nearby. Let's see here. Yeah, you're an apple tree, you are not. Let's go ahead and get all of the apples that we need, which I don't think is many. How many is that we need? 4? Okay. Maybe we won't get all of them, but we'll get a few. Oh, really? Are there no apple... where are all the apple trees? I could have sworn that there were more here. well, this is one. Okay. Alright, we still need 2 more. I could have sworn there were more apple trees in this area. I guess not. To be fair, most of the apple trees are like close to a frickin' border or whatever. Nope, nope. No, no. Have any of these respawned yet? No. Oh wait. Yes, they have. Okay. We'll go ahead and collect these again. And then we'll go grab the last few apples. Bam, bam, bam. And we'll get the... I think we'll get them from the far end or something. Okay, yeah. I will collect all of the sugarcane because it's annoying to find otherwise. Just do that as we are heading back, because I'm pretty sure that some of the apples trees are along here. I could have sworn there were more. Maybe I'm just used to being in this area here, because there are a lot of apple trees here. There we go. Alright, so that takes care of those. Let's go ahead and return to Tuliyollal. How are we doing on tomes? Still a decent way away, but we should probably be done with them before the... We might be done with them by the end of the stream. Obviously, there's still a lot of work to be done when it comes to those guys. When it comes to the weapons. Okay, that's still an hour, more than an hour away. Okay. Warlord's Echo. Did I already do this? Oops, did not mean to open that. Wait, I could have sworn I didn't do these today. Maybe I did do them earlier. I could have sworn that I did them before stream. Before 8 o'clock. Maybe I didn't. Whatever. Maybe my brain is just messing with me. Or maybe they changed the timings on the reset. I must have, I guess. I am clearly losing my mind. Okay. Are these ones even... I don't even think these ones are battles. Are these... I think this one... Well, this one might be. Yeah, this one is. So this is a battle one. So that's good. Okay, perfect. Do 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 do. I'm surprised the Frontlines hasn't procced yet. Granted, it is still kind of early. And Frontlines usually are only... The Frontlines are usually run in the afternoon rather than in the early morning. So that might be part of it. Alright. Back to Doc Poga. Okay. Take care of this. Alright, frontline time. So that'll at least get me over 1,000. So we can probably get the next. So we won't be able to get the weapon right away. But yeah, shouldn't take too long though. Gear limits should be disappearing though soon. So if you are someone who, I think that's in a few days. I don't remember the exact day that we're doing that's happening. But yeah. We should probably actually get that set up first. Oh, that's an interesting hat for when you're wearing that. I mean, it's impossible to see it now because of the frickin' person. But it almost looks like there's an extra layer on the frickin' armor. Like, I know that, I think this armor... There we go. Yeah. Like, it works well for that thing, is what I'm saying. I think the armor, the helmet goes down, right, when it's moving? I'm not sure. Why are we all running? Why did they run? Oh my gosh, these people, as Latios would say, little Timmies. Oh my gosh. We could have claimed that if you guys hadn't run. We were doing decent, but no, you had to just run. Okay, I'm gonna go for a small one. Never mind, because there's like a shit ton of blue people here, and none of mine. Why are they coming here? Frickin' pinchers. I don't know why we're a target right now. Seems odd. I swear this sounds like one of the songs from that Man with a Mission made. I think it... Is it Dark Crow? I think it's Dark Crow. I'm not gonna play it, obviously, because that's a dumb idea to do on stream. Especially on YouTube. If it was on Twitch, then I wouldn't really care, but... I'm not touching that. I'm not touching Twitch. Not after what I've... Yeah. Dang it. Okay. Ow. Jackasses. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-dee. Come on. Switch over. Ah, for frick's sake. Stupid monk. Come on, target the freaking assholes. I don't know why why targeting is so freaking bad here. I don't know why targeting is just like it's so bad in PvP. And I don't know why. I've tried like 100 different things. I've tried both methods of targeting, and it's like always just really shitty. Yeah, let's just go to Mars. If we don't claim this gold, we lose. yellow wins. If yellow claims gold, we lose. Come on, people. Get to the gold. Push him back, push him back, push him back, push him back. And we lost. We just lost this. Because somebody didn't... because these people don't freaking understand. You know what? No, I'm not going to give anyone a commend. That was insanity. What is this? Okay. Give these guys their herbal compresses. Thank goodness it's not the Say one. That would be just really sucky. Bam, bam. Okay. I don't know. I'll think about what I want to do for the... because I feel like I should probably do one more thing. But... I think... Yeah, I think once we finished up with the gathering missions, I think we are going to go to... we're going to go ahead and do Creator solo. And I think that will be as Monk. No, we should do it as a ranged. I think I'll go as Bard. I think I'll do Bard. I'll be fine. Dang it, I didn't hit the last button. So I need to frickin'... Okay. Let's go see what this stupid thing is. I'm not sure if this is a collectible or if it's something else. I think this might be no, this isn't a collectible. This is just the ore, I think. Yeah. Which isn't the end of the world, it's just not as good as I was hoping. Now we go to Ickbrox. We deal with the frickin' thing. Okay. Nice. Perfect. Now I don't have to worry about it. Alright. Back to my muck. Why do I need to get... I honestly need to move that, get rid of that for a while. What I think I might do, once the new bars stuff happens, I probably will put the Mogpendium into the new bar slot or whatever it is. That'll probably be one thing, but we'll see. We'll see what we do. The thing is, like, I'm pretty willing to access, like, fashion accessories and emotes and stuff like that through the specific thing. I don't know. We'll see. I think the new system that they've created for the new bars, I think it's good. Don't get me wrong. I just have always the gear set for me. This gear set way of working things just works and it makes sense. So I don't think I'm going to be using that for my gear sets. The expandable thing for gear sets. Because I use them a lot more often than I think the average person doesn't use them nearly as much as I do. Okay. So, I think as Bard, we will go solo. Restricted, confirm. Go here, and it's creator. Right? Yeah. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. Nice. Easy peasy rice and cheesy. Okay. Complete that. I really don't want to do any of these. Like, I can take care of them. I just... Yeah. I don't know. So, I've said before that there are a few things that I would change about when it comes to the Duty Finder. And I'm gonna bring this up again because I feel like there's a few things that should be added in here. Number one, trials. I'm fine with the way that they work currently. I think that it's a fine method. But I think that there should be a second section for extreme trials, and basically what that could be is that it's not any of the current ones. It would never be whatever's in high end. No, that's fine. I think that that's a reasonable thing to keep out of there. But maybe like one or two updates back, it'll just give you the extremes. And it will always be so if you are max level for your specific class, so yeah, if you're level 100, then you can do all the way to 90. If you're if you're in the 90s, then you will not be getting any of the high end Endwalker trials. But yeah, it'll do whichever one is the last one is what I'm thinking. So if you're 50, you won't be able to do this. Once you're 60, then you'll be able to, and you'll be able to do all of the heavens or all of the Realm Reborn ones. Granted, the extremes for the Realm Reborn ones are pretty easy, so maybe that those ones would be changed. But I don't know. Honestly, they should just put the Realm Reborn extremes into the standard trials. I think because they're so freaking easy comparatively. But yeah, if you're like if you're in the 70s, you can do the 60. You can do the Heavensward ones. 80s, you can do the Stormblood ones. 90s, you can do the Shadowbringers. 90s and yeah, so on and so forth, until you're able to do all of the ones that are current. When you're level 100, and once we're in the hundreds, all of the Endwalker ones. And then once we reach 110, then then the Endwalker ones unlock, and so on and so forth. Because the older ones especially are so challenging to get. It's insane. And same thing, and also, why are these standard ones not in the frickin' normal raids? They should just binding the coils of Bahamut should all be in normal raids, yet they're not. I've never understood why. And then also, after a similar situation to what the normal trials are, or the putting an extreme trial duty roulette, put a normal duty roulette one in here. I think that would make sense. Like a savage one, because those obviously nobody does old savage. The trials, I think, is the more important one because these. But yeah. And then also for the VNC dungeons, these should be added. Like, if we go, like just for shits and giggles. Here, let's see what. More than 30 minutes. Every single one of these is always more than 30 minutes. I've never seen them less than. The only time that I've ever seen those less than, I've seen the VNC dungeons less than that. If I can open it again, is when we had this in the Mogpendium, and that was the last one. Where is it? Minimog, I think. Was it? No, it was the Ultimog thing. Yeah, so the Ultimog thing wanted people to do 6 of these. That's it. It's a fairly small amount. Put those in the standard objectives next time. Put all 3 in the standard objectives. They can be more. They can be as much as I would say put them at the same level as maybe as much as 7. Like, put them at the same level as Praetorium, because so few people do them. It's insane. Get people to do those because they are fun. They are really fun, but nobody does them unless they're doing them solo. And I know that with the we are getting another VNC dungeon, but so that one is probably the new one is probably going to be pretty good, but it drives me crazy. It really does. So wait a minute. That is the. Is that this thing? This is Arkfeld. Yeah, this is it. Do I want to do an Arkfeld? Oh. Here, I'm gonna switch to Dancer, and we are gonna go ahead and do, what is it? We need M3 or 4. Wait, no. Cruiserweight M3 or 4. Yeah, let's go to Gold Saucer. So we can turn in that card. You trust to withdraw items. There you go. The rest can be not you. Sell cards. Those. What do I have currently? Ooh, not you. Control I. That's what I want to see. So we have the brush, the knuckles, the scythe. You know what? I would kind of like. I've seen most of these weapons, so I'm not sure. I would kind of like to have the machinist one. I'm probably not going to use these anytime soon, but yeah. I think this is. Yeah, that's the one I wanted to. Because, yeah, that does that thing. Okay. And I don't think these... Obviously, this is weaker, right? Yeah. Yeah, these are 745. Meanwhile, my weapons are 60. 760. Or higher. Most of them are higher. Or no, none of them are higher. 760 is the max right now. In fact, actually, is there anything that's higher than 760 yet? I don't think there is. Shave. Okay. Ethernet, you. Yeah, these are 760. Yeah. Yeah, these are 760. I think the ultimate Arcadian weapons... Yeah, these are 765. Just out of curiosity. Interesting. Yeah. I don't have any of those things, so I'm not going to worry about them, but... Oop, there it is. Bum, bum, and of course, it's 4. Ugh. So, I think this is probably going to be the last thing that we do for today's stream. Which I know we didn't really get that much done. I'm hoping that I'll probably get a good amount of this shit done over the next few days. I'm not sure. There's just stuff happening. So, we'll see. But tomorrow is going to be the day that we're going to finish Ghost of Yotei. Or at least I think we should. Because it's, as far as I understand it, the only thing left that I need to do in Ghost of Yotei is the, whatchamadiddle. Oh, congratulations. You were gonna get it, now you're not.
Let's begin, shall we?
What the fuck?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him. A stylish evasion, well done.
I do like toying with my prey. Can't you fend off a pack of wolves?
Ba-dum, ba-bam, ba. So my shields are deactivated. That's fine though. Wait until he finishes his attack, and then we do a Curic Waltz probably. Oh, we don't even need it. It's fine.
Still you stand. How delightful. Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Where did that colossal thing come from? He's put the Colossus to the sword. Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
You're mine.
Ba-da-ma, ba-da-ba, ba-da-bum-bum. Come on, activate. There we go.
Try this.
Oh, I went to the wrong spot, but that's fine. We did decent. Okay.
It's all over. Until next time.
All right. So yeah, so we did that. That's good. So yeah, most likely I will be doing some of this off stream, unfortunately. Exact details I'm not certain yet. But yeah, we're almost out of time and there's not really enough time to do any of these other things. So yeah. I don't know. They're working towards making this stuff good. So that's I'm glad that they are fixing certain things. But yeah. I think this is the last one before 7.8. I think this is the last one before 7.8. 7.38, I should say. We will be getting the 7.38 stuff next. I think that's going to be on Tuesday, if I'm remembering correctly. I might be misremembering it. I know it's soon because it's early November. And granted, that is not a massive update. That's basically just, hey, you're able to get all of your gear now. So I think probably what we might be doing for that is we might be running Sandoria a few times to try and get some max level gear. Specifically, we'll probably start off by working on getting all as much of the aiming stuff as possible, because I actually really like that set. But we'll see. We'll see how much we do. Obviously, when it comes down to it, like, I kind of want to save my tomestones as much as possible right now, because there is going to be except for using them for the weapons. I will be getting I'm going to try and get all of the relic weapons before the end of the update, before December, as well as getting the rest of the tools. I'm not sure how much we're going to do how much I'm going to be able to do off stream though. Luckily, Ghost of Yotei, we are almost done, like I said. So I think that tomorrow's live stream should be the last Ghost of Yotei stream, because pretty much the only thing left, at least from what I can gather, is to defeat the Sons of Saito, as well as defeat Saito himself, which I was expecting them to do more, honestly, but I imagine that they're probably going to save a decent amount of that for the DLC. So whatever that is, because they are definitely planning on doing DLC. But it's been an amazing game so far, and I'm glad that of what they've done. And we'll talk about that when we finish up the game. But yeah, so standard weekly schedule. As I said last time. Like I said, Ghost of Yotei is going to be having probably its last stream tomorrow, and then Tuesday or Thursday is going to be standard, some shiny hunting in ZA, and Friday we'll be back to Final Fantasy. But anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed today's live stream. I've been Electro Ninja, and I'll see you guys next time. But on. If I can close this. There we go. Come on, stop. Why are you not stopping? What the hell? Stop stream. Why is this not stopping? Is this broken?